On the Thursday before the 2024 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Prema Racing's Ollie Bearman was basking in the delight of his fourth pole position in Formula 2. The Ferrari Junior has hopes of winning the championship in his sophomore season after a strong rookie campaign in 2023. By Friday afternoon, however, Bearman's attentions were focused on an entirely different objective: to deputise for Ferrari's Carlos Sainz around the Jeddah Corniche circuit. But how did he reach this point? Bearman has shown promise for many a year. As early as 2016, he regularly challenged for British karting titles, winning a total of 5 championships before moving on to car racing full-time in 2020. With 3 titles alone in 2019, he was most often spotted at the front of the field, and this trend has continued to the highest level of junior single-seater racing. The Brit made his debut in cars in 2020 while still competing in karting. He made a full-time entry into the German ADAC F4 Championship, finishing a respectable 7th and achieving 3 podiums, including 1 win with US Racing. He also raced a trio of Italian F4 rounds during that 2020 season. Even though he only raced in 3 rounds, Bearman scored 2 podiums, including a victory at the final round, finishing 10th in the overall standings. For 2021, Bearman competed in the same 2 championships, this time with Van Amersfoort Racing. He utterly dominated Italian F4, winning the title by a colossal 111 points over 2024 F3 rookie Tim Tramnitz. The battle with Tramnitz was closer in ADAC F4, with the title fight going down to the final round at the Nürburgring, but Bearman still triumphed by 26 points over his German rival. After his double success, some Italians took note of these performances, and Bearman promptly joined the Ferrari Driver Academy. As we saw in Saudi Arabia, he later became an official Ferrari reserve too, but in order to get there, the Chelmsford teenager enjoyed 2 stellar campaigns in the F1 support paddock. First, he was signed by Prema to drive for their Formula 3 squad in 2022. While the championship would go to Victor Martin, Bearman finished just 7 points behind the Frenchman in his debut year, while Martin's title came in his 2nd season of competing. A P2 on debut in Bahrain was a statement of intent, and he was to score 7 further podiums on his way to 3rd place in the final standings. After finishing ahead of both of his more experienced teammates and helping to propel Prema to the team's championship, Bearman was promoted to Formula 2 for 2023. That first season of F2 racing was an inconsistent but successful year for Bearman. Again, he would finish just behind Martin with a 6th place finish. And while he would have wanted a higher championship finish, several stellar results meant that Bearman became a title favourite for 2024. These included a vanishingly rare double win at Baku, a feat only accomplished on 2 other occasions since Formula 2 replaced GP2 in 2017. Snapping back to the present and the 2024 Saudi Arabian weekend, Bearman took F2 pole position in the championship's 2nd qualifying session of the year. After Prema struggled to another poor season start in Bahrain, something the team often seemed to do, this P1 qualification was a signal of intent from Bearman, even though he ultimately wouldn't race in F2 around the Saudi circuit. It was the 2nd piece of great F1 news for the British hopeful. Haas confirmed that he would be joining them for 6 FP1 sessions of the F1 season in 2024, with many expecting him to join the team for 2025. Getting an even earlier F1 opportunity to jump in for Carlos Sainz and prove that he belongs at the top level of motorsport was something Bearman took with both hands. He narrowly missed out on a Q3 appearance by just 0.03 of a second to 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. Yet he did better than his compatriot in the race, finishing an astonishing P7 after fighting forward against 19 far more experienced drivers. Even more impressive, Bearman had just 1 free practice session in the Ferrari SF24 to familiarise himself with the car before setting hot laps at the fastest street circuit on the calendar. He became the first F1 driver to debut with Ferrari since 1972, and the sport's 3rd youngest debutant, further highlighting what a remarkable first race he enjoyed in the sport. In some regard, Bearman's huge success in each year of his career would not have been possible if he wilted under pressure. This is one of the most talented junior single-seater drivers to emerge from the ladder for many years. Oliver Bearman's career has proven a simple fact. When there is pressure, even at the highest levels, he will thrive upon it. We can't wait to see where his future will take him.